Hi guys, I'm Sam, DPT here at Iron Health, and this is a patient Greg. He's a runner and he's got some complaints of pain at the outside of one of his knees. So that type of pain, there are a few different things it could be, but we have decided that he has IT band syndrome. So if he were to come in, I would want to do an assessment and find out why. So the IT band is a band of connective tissue. It runs down the outside of the thigh and it inserts just below the knee. The only muscle that's directly attached to it is the tensor fasciae lata, or the TFL, which is up in the front of your hip. And so what can happen is they get almost like a friction sensation or pain. It typically gets worse if you were to keep running on it, and it can be a little quieter at rest. It can hurt with stairs or hills, and it can get a little achy and stiff if you're sitting for a prolonged amount of time, either up at the hip or at the knee. So if I wanted to assess his knee a little further, I would have him stand on up. Good. I'd want to look at his balance, each leg. Good, another side. Good. I'd want to see how he does a full squat. Nice, all the way up. One more. Good. If he had pain with either of those, I might break them down a little further. All right, so typically the hip strength is going to guide the knee. So if we're concerned about some weakness in the hip, I would test it out. So I'm going to have you bend here. Good, bring your knees up a little bit. Good. Keep your feet stacked and your hips still, and just lift your knee up and don't let me move you. Good, so he's got a little weakness there, and then I would have you keep your knee there, lift your foot up. Don't let me move you. A little weakness there too. Straighten out and bring this hip forward, leg towards me, and hold. Good. Little stronger there, but still has a little bit of give. So with weakness here over time, you can get a little bit of drift of the knee inward, which will put extra tension on the IT band and can eventually contribute to that pain at the outside of the knee. So strengthening up the hip can help alleviate some of the pressure on the outside of the knee there.